What's going on, people? It's your boy Toss back again for another T Chanzo Sports News. Before I get into it, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel on the road to 2,000 subscribers. Big up everyone who's already subscribed. Make sure you do that before I get into it, man. And the breaking news for Arsenal fans, here we go, man. Here we go. Arsenal are developing an interest in Viktor Gyökeres as a possible striker signing. Andrea Berta, Fermi Amaya of the 26-year-old Sporting Lisbon forward, expected to figure predominantly, on the Arsenal options, maybe more realistic than Isak, man. So that was dropped. That Ornstein bomber was dropped. Yeah, that was dropped, man. Last night by David Ornstein. And yeah, I think this is very, very significant in terms of the tweet that he put out. Obviously, nothing really concrete, but the fact that he says Berta is a firm admirer is something that I definitely like to hear, for the simple fact that I know that obviously Mikel Arteta has had a lot of power, a lot of control in terms of the players that we've signed, who we've signed, the amount of money we've signed them for, etc., etc. And for me, this is definitely a change in direction, man. Because with Berta coming in as the new sporting director, he's going to have his own style, his own way of thinking, his own real key players that he wants to bring into the club to really make sure that Arsenal obviously are challenging and winning major honours going forward. So yeah, I feel like this is going to be a probably changing tact, man. So this is why when people ask me, who do you think Arsenal are going to sign? I'm not too sure now, because all the players that we've been linked with before, Sesko's and Cunha and people like that, that was obviously before Berta was in charge. So for me, I wouldn't be surprised if we now started to get linked with different names that we've not heard of. This is probably the first concrete link that we've had about obviously Gyökeres, in terms of from someone that's recognized in the media, that's actually tweeted out. And normally, obviously, when David Ornstein tweets things, not to say that every time he tweets someone's linked to a player that they're definitely going to get them, but it does mean that they're probably going to target them. So yeah, for me, I'm happy with this link, this official link. I think it'll be a very good signing, man. And it's someone that I wanted from day dot, in terms of, okay, this is a striker that scores goals. I don't care what division it is. He scores goals all the time, a lot of them as well. He can score different types of goals, and it's someone that we need, that profile of a goal scorer that wants to score goals all the time. We need in the squad. Now, if we sign him and he doesn't score goals, doesn't work, we don't obviously have to look at other areas in the team, whether it's how much we create chances, the manager's tactics, etc., etc. Because for me, what we're doing now and putting in place is what we need to do. Putting in Gyökeres in place, putting in the likes of Berta in place. These people have obviously got experience on what we need, in terms of Berta's got experience of getting big signings over the line and selling players for decent amounts. And obviously, Gyökeres has obviously got a track record of scoring goals, and a lot of them obviously in the Portuguese league. So yeah, for me, it will be a good signing if we can get it over the line. But it's a step in the right direction, man. I don't think it's a coincidence. Obviously, they announced Berta yesterday, and then later on in the evening, we see this as well, man. So for me, if we can get it over the line, it would be a very, very, very good signing. If I'm being honest, a very, very good signing. But yeah, it would be a tremendous signing, man. But I'm not sure how much he would even cost, to be fair. I'm trying to think how much they're willing to obviously sell him for. They did have 100 million euro-pound release clause. But now, obviously, it's going to the fact that I'm hearing Sporting Lisbon are not going to be asking that much now. They're willing to negotiate with a smaller fee. So that obviously is a great thing for people, obviously in general, not just Arsenal, other clubs like Liverpool, etc. could be after him too. So yeah, for me, I think it's a very good signing, man. If Arsenal can get it over the line, it's a very, very good signing, man. If they can get it over the line. Obviously, I'm going to read a bit more of the report from The Athletic. It's also developing a strong interest in Sporting Lisbon's striker Viktor Gyökeres, as they consider options to recruit a striker this summer. Gyökeres has been admired by the Arsenal's new sporting director, Berta, who was appointed, whose appointment was confirmed on Sunday, and is expected to figure prominently among those the club consider signing in the transfer window, man. Mikel Arteta is a huge fan of Isak. However, Newcastle have no intention of letting their star player leave St. James's Park in the summer. It would likely take a massive fee for them to even consider his departure. Arsenal have also done a lot of work on Leipzig's Benjamin Sesko, who may prove to be more cost-effective during the situation. but it's unclear if they will proceed with that move. And the 21-year-old Slovenian international has multiple suitors. Gyökeres is therefore now more a prominent candidate than he might have been in the past. The Swedish international 26 has become one of Europe's most prolific attackers since moving to Portugal from Coventry City in 2023. I didn't realize he's only been there for 2 years, man. It feels like he's been there for ages, but fair play. Gyökeres has recorded, check this out, man, 85 goals and 26 assists in 92 games. He's got 85 goals he's only got 100 goals in 2 seasons, bro. That's mad. I don't care what division that is, man. That is crazy numbers. In 92 games for Sporting, helping them lift obviously the league last year. In the league this season, he scored 30 goals in 26 appearances. So yeah, crazy record, man. Strengthening up top is a priority for Arsenal after season-ending injuries to Havertz and obviously Jesus. Left Arsenal with no recognised striker. Marino has been obviously playing there recently in an emergency basis. And an approach for Ollie Watkins during the winter transfer market proved unsuccessful, while Arsenal discussed loaning Morata before he eventually joined Galatasaray. We should have just done that, man. Honestly, we should have just got in a striker, some kind of striker. Arsenal return to the Premier League action when they face Fulham at home on Tuesday. Obviously, that's tomorrow. What do I need to know about Gyökeres? Let's have a look. Why is it taking a few extra years for him to be compared to Erling Haaland or be talked about as a candidate to beat Lionel Messi's single-season goal-scoring record? Well, primarily because Gyökeres, similar to Harry Kane, has needed to work hard to improve his game along a career path and whatnot. Bro, looks cooked. Big yourself up, Vidic, man. Big yourself up. Hope you're well, brother. Man's a little cooked, man. Fried, baked, all of that good stuff, man. I'm trying to get my head around this Gyökeres news if it's gonna be legit or not, bro. I can't even lie. I can't even lie, bro. He's pretty quick, but not especially rapid. His technique is good, but he's not particularly skillful. What he possesses, again, like Kane, is an unflinching desire to improve and score goals. Coaches will tell you of his character, who could be a grumpy or stubborn personality, but also someone who's needed faith shown in him. He's been made a central striker for the first time at Coventry, having found his path blocked at Brighton, where he was obviously shunned out to the left. He has thrived. Give him room and half a chance to shoot, and chances are the ball will soon hit the back of the net. But, however, strikers like Vinicius and to a larger extent Nunes have struggled to transfer their Portuguese league into the Premier League. Is Gyökeres different? His hat-trick against Manchester City in the Champions League suggests so. Obviously, he did get a hat-trick, 2 penalties, but he did get a hat-trick against Manchester City. So, yeah, man, that is definitely something to obviously look out for, to be fair. Him obviously getting that hat-trick against Manchester City, man. But, yeah, bro, if Arsenal can get a serious... I just want Arsenal to get a serious striker, man, to be fair. Like, his goal record's crazy, man. To get 85 goals in, 92 games is ridiculous. Whether it's Portuguese, whatever kind of league that is, that's a high volume of goals, man. To be fair, so you got to give credit where credit's due in terms of that respect. But yeah, if Arsenal can try and get him for like 50, 60 mil, when you're comparing him to say that if we sign Sesko, we're going to be spending about 50, 60 mil for him as well. Like, it's a kind of a no-brainer, really. Sesko, I don't think he's ever even got more than 20 league goals. I don't think he's ever got 20 league goals. So yeah, compared to obviously both players, bro. For me, it is a absolute no-brainer. We have to be getting Gyökeres, man, if we can't get Isak. I don't think we will be able to get Isak. I just think it's going to be too much money, man. Too much money. Big up everyone in the chat. Brodo's caught. He's basically Haaland, but better overall. Yeah, he's yeah. Obviously, I won't say obviously his goal record is as good as Haaland's in terms of obviously Haaland's done it in a harder league, Premier League compared to the Portuguese league. But yeah, I feel like his overall build-up play is much better. 100%, man. But he's playing in a low league. Yeah, I hear that. And no one knows how he's going to fare in the Premier League, hardest league in the world. Yeah, this is what I'm saying, man. But for me, bro, you know what it is for me, yeah? I just want Arsenal to just go out and try. Don't stop getting these project players, bro. Just go out and get a striker that's renowned for scoring goals in the last 2 or 3 years. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. At least we try to get someone of a decent level of quality. Do you know what I'm saying? Rather than obviously us hoping that we get a Sesko or another Prosper who's 20, 21, 22, 23. Bit similar to Højlund in terms of like someone that obviously Højlund's turned out to be terrible. This is why I don't want for a Sesko. Someone that's 20, 21, coming from a foreign league, not really got a history of scoring loads of goals, but there's a little bit of potential. And then he comes to the Premier League, can't hack it, and then we end up paying 60, 70 mil for a player that obviously we need to sell and get rid of because he's not good enough. That's what I don't want. I'd rather just go out, spend the money on a striker that's obviously prominent at scoring goals in a particular league, comes in, and then for me, we have to try and adapt our system to suit him. Obviously, he's very good in transition. We don't really play like that. A lot of teams sit like 10 men behind the ball against us, etc., etc. So we're going to have to obviously adapt to obviously accommodate to his style of play, his movement in the box, all that kind of stuff. We have to be a bit more like progressive in terms of out wide. We'll put more crosses, low crosses into the box because he's going to be in there because he's a striker. So little stuff like that, little tactical tweaks, I feel like will be a bit better, man. But yeah, for me, it's got to be a key thing for us to get someone like him so then we can try and push forward to try and get over the line in big honors, man. Because again, even like when we get to Real Madrid, even if Kai Havertz and Jesus were fit, I'm still not confident they're going to be the guys to score against Real Madrid. And there are two strikers. Whereas with Gyökeres, I'll be a bit more confident, even though obviously he's not proven, that at least he can finish. You know what I'm saying? At least he can finish. Whether he gets the chances or not is not here or there. But at least I know in a half chance or whatever, he's got the obviously attributes to finish a decently hard chance, man. But big up obviously everyone in the chat, man. Make sure you guys like the video if you're not already subscribed to the channel. If you've not already, just talking about obviously the Gyökeres links, then I'm going to go on to what obviously Mikel Arteta said about the injuries going forward. Big up everyone tuned in. I mean, he did score a hat-trick against City. I know they're washed. Nah, but bro, a hat-trick's a hat-trick, man. I mean, I know he did score 2 penalties, but bro, you got to score them. We just seen Haaland miss one yesterday against Bournemouth. So yeah, yeah, you gotta score them, man. You got to score them, bro. So for me, goals are goals, man. Goals are goals. Big up Godfrey, bro. Hope you're well, brother. Hope you're well. Make sure you like the video for your boy. Saying that, I think he's worth the money. This is what I'm saying, bro. When you look at the strikers out there, man, obviously Isak's going to be costing, bro, 130, 140 mil probably, something like that. It's going to be 100 plus in it. So that is a lot of money to obviously spend on one player when obviously Arsenal need to spend on probably Jorginho and Partey replacements. We need a left winger. We potentially need a backup for Odegaard. We potentially need another defender if Zinchenko, Kivior, Tierney's going to go. So we're going to need a backup for that. We need another keeper because Neta's going to go back on loan. So there's a lot of other positions we need to spend money on. So to spend 100 plus on one player is a lot of probably the budget. We probably will get maybe 200, maybe 250 mil maximum. So yeah, for me, you got to look at cheaper alternatives so you can strengthen the squad in other areas as well as get the striker. And for me, bro, if the reports I'm seeing is correct, I can't remember who said it. I seen it obviously yesterday that Sporting Lisbon are willing to take less than the obviously 100 million euros release clause that obviously was tied, which is I think 80 million pounds. They're willing to take less than that. So they're talking between 50 to 60 million pounds, man. Which, bro, I snap my hand off for that, man. For a striker this day and age, considering what other positions are going for, midfielders going for 100 mil. Obviously, other strikers have been tied for 100 plus. Bro, take it, man, and see where we got, man. See where we go to. Because then you could then possibly then spend another 50, 60 on like a left forward. And then now at least you've strengthened 2 of your front 3 positions. And then you got Saka. So yeah, for me, it's definitely a must, man. Taking Isak all day over Sesko. This is what I'm saying, bro. I agree, man. I agree. Like for me, it's literally a no-brainer, man. I mean, Sesko's got a bit of potential, but for me, just too similar to Havertz in terms of like personnel, style. Obviously, he's a better ball striker than Havertz, but just the, that body language, the how they look, etc. Obviously, yeah, I don't see a killer in him either. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't see. Listen, he could become a killer. Do you know what I'm saying? He could become a killer, man. But again, we ain't got time to wait, bro. Like for me, we got one more season before your Salibas, Sakas, Gabriels, all these guys want to cut. We got one more, bro. So yeah, we best win something next season, or it's over. You know what I'm saying? It's over. But yeah, man, big up everyone tuning in. I think if they pay 60 to 80 mil, that's good value. Yeah, for real. Because obviously, I can't remember how much they actually paid for Gyökeres to begin with. Sporting from commentary. He must be like 30 mil or something, man. He can't be more than that. Let me have a quick look, man. But yeah, because I know obviously they're going to be wanting to make a bit of profit, which is fair enough. So yeah, bro, they bought him for, wow, that's crazy. They bought him for 20 million euros, bro, from commentary. 20, so that's what, 16 mil? And then that's when they put in the 100 million pound release clause. Obviously, he's only been at Sporting 2 seasons. This is his second season, so he's not been there long. Yeah, man, that's crazy, 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 crazy. So yeah, bro, this is 16 to 60. You buy your hand off for that, innit? If there's a profit, that's crazy money. For instance, if he made a big move to PSG, Bayern, or Barca, he would do well, in my opinion. Again, yeah, different leagues, man. Different leagues. That's the thing. And bro, it depends on the style of the team as well, because again, for me, I'm very hesitant that Arsenal wouldn't have to change their style. We can't play the way we play now. Because if you look at the way we play now, we play like obviously we play Saka or Ranieri, Martinelli and Trossard obviously on the wing. But we have our centre forward drop into midfield where it's Havertz, where it's Marino, where it's Jesus to try and help up with the build play. But I'm like, bro, obviously Gyökeres needs to be in the box. Obviously, he's a transitional monster anyway on like the counter attack and stuff like that. He's got pace, he's quick, and he's very, very powerful, strong. But for me, we can't have him out of the area. For me, he's got to be in the box, ready to be pouncing on those chances, whether it's driven across goal or obviously shots obviously outside the box, whatever it may be. He needs to be in loads of scoring opportunities where he's got the most chances to score in a game. I don't want to see, if we do buy this guy, I don't want to see him have one chance a game, two chances a game, man, because it's not going to be enough. He has the vibe of a big club striker. He does. That's a very good point you make, bro. Like, he actually does, to be fair. When I see him, I feel like, you know what, he should be at a big club. Not say he's going to smash it or do amazingly well. Obviously, no one knows, like you said. But for me, I feel like he's got that aura about him already. Do you know what I'm saying? But we'll have to see how well he does. But I think Sporting would want 100 mil or more. Yeah, like I said, bro, I did read reports. It might have been Ben Jacobs that said, let me just double check, man. I think it was Ben Jacobs, the reporter, that said that they're willing to take less than the 100 mil, bro. Release clause, which is obviously 80 million pounds, 100 mil euros. Let's see if I can find them. Ben Jacobs. I can't even find him, man. Well, yeah. I feel like it's going to be one of those ones where obviously we're just going to have to test the waters, innit? We'll have to test the waters, see what they're saying. But for me, bro, I don't want no long thing in it. I don't want no, Arsenal are longing it out. They don't know if we can sign him, blah, blah, yada, 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 yada. I don't want that, man. I want something legit in it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because, for me, man, it's very, very pivotal. We get a striker, bro. We get a striker, man. No, that's the wrong one. Let me have a look here. Yeah, so Ben Jacobs says situation with Viktor Gyökeres remains that Sporting are planning for a summer exit. In previous windows, they would only engage in around 100 million like euros release clause. This summer, Gyökeres will be available for 70 million euros, which is about 60 mil, 55, 60 million pounds. Similar kind of price to Benjamin Sesko. Bro, if it's a similar price, man, come on. It doesn't make any sense. People are obviously talking about his age, saying, oh, he's too old. I'm like, brother, this guy's only like 26. That's not old, bro. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here, man? So yeah, man, that has to be a no-brainer for me, man. Has to be a no-brainer. Gyökeres was massive against City. He bullied them. Yeah, bro, even against us, we beat them 5-1, yeah. But, bro, he gave Gabriel and Saliba a good game. And that's mad considering we beat him 5-1. But, bro, he was running them ragged a little bit, man. I can't lie. He was a big brute. He was forced. He was quick. And we did very well overall to obviously stop that kind of that transitional attacking play. But, bro, the thing is, the two strikers that I've given Saliba and Gabriel a torrid time have been Gyökeres and Isak, both Swedish, both players that we're looking at. So for me, we're going to get one in a minute, because if they're making our strikers' lives not comfortable, then what about the other defenders that are not as good as our defenders? What are they going to do to that team? So for me, bro, it's pivotal, bro, and he deserves a move, man. He's scored, he's proved himself, especially in the Champions League. I think he got 6 goals in the Champions League for Sporting this season, which is a very decent tally for a team that really has no right of winning it. To get more than 3 or 4 goals, you got to respect, man. 6 goals in 8 games is a very good tally. So yeah, for me, you got to look at it and think, well, you know what? He's coming into his prime. He's 26, heading into 27. He's gonna have the world at his feet. He's chomping at the bit. He's going to be able to play Champions League football again, obviously with Arsenal, if he doesn't end up signing for us. And yeah, we're a new league, but he's played in England before. I know it was the Championship, but at least he's played in the country before compared to someone like Asesco, who's never played in the country before. So it'll be a completely different experience for him. So yeah, man, I think it's pivotal we make someone like him our key striker. Isak is going to cost a lot of money, or he's going to run his contract down if he wants to move. Yeah, man. I mean, for me, I feel like he's more likely to go Liverpool, bro. Isak, if out of anyone, I feel like he's more likely to go Liverpool. I think they'll probably sell Nunes, get a decent amount of fee for Nunes from Saudi club or whatever, 60, 70 mil. And then from there, they'll put that towards the Isak money and try and get him in, especially if Salah leaves as well. I can see him going there more so than Arsenal, to be fair. I don't think we'll pay the money. I think we've just got too much to do. Like, again, it's one of those ones where if we didn't have Partey and Jorginho leaving at the same time, and we didn't have to strengthen our midfield as well as our left winger as well, and the striker in the same window, bro, then there'll be a chance, man. But I can't see Arsenal spending 130 mil on Isak and then spending another 60, 70 mil on Nico Williams or whatever it's going to be, and then another X amount of money on Zubimendi, and then another money on another midfielder, man. It's just going to be too much. Do you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So yeah, for me, this will be the cheaper option. But overall, I feel like there's limited excuses with this guy in terms of he's at the right age, he's played in the country before, he scores loads of goals. Like, for me, if we don't make it work, I will look at our system personally, because when he's scoring in the Champions League as well, that's when you think, okay, Portuguese league maybe, but bro, he's scoring in the Champions League, which is obviously the hardest form of competition, club competition there is. If he's scoring in there on a regular basis, man, you got to look and think, you know what? Maybe he is a guy that can obviously do it at the highest level, just needs the opportunity at a top club. But yeah, man, no way he forces to move 100%. I'm surprised we chased Sesko for a year only to go for Gyökeres instead. I have my worries with Gyökeres, mainly with whether he's going to suit our style. Is he the man to unlock low blocks? Big up Bulgarian Guna as always, bro. Yeah, you know what it is, bro? With the Sesko thing, for me, I feel like Berta has had a massive impact in terms of what we're going to do going forward. So all the players that we've been linked with, I feel like you just need to put that to one side now, because Berta's going to come in with his own targets, his own men. Like we've been linked with all these players, but that's when we've had Edu in charge or Jason Otto in charge. Now we've got literally a new man coming out of nowhere from Spain. Someone's that's going to have his own ideas, his own contact as well. You've seen the deals he's done before with like João Felix and Morata and all these guys, Diego Costa, Suarez, Griezmann. So he's going to have his own contacts with their kind of agents. So for me, he will probably bring some new names that we've probably not even been linked with before, especially in the next 2 or 3 months, now that obviously he's officially confirmed to be in the job. So yeah, man, I feel like you just have to take every kind of new name with a pinch of salt and just see where we go with it, because again, there'll be a lot of names floating around now with Berta's name attached to it, saying that, oh, he might be interested in this player and that player. So we have to just wait to see where it goes. In terms of obviously your point in terms of is he the guy to break down low blocks? You know what it is, bro? I don't think it's a particular person that should break it. I feel like Arsenal in general need to adapt their style and their tactics to be a bit more fluid, to break low blocks in general for any type of person. Because for me, we don't create enough chances against low blocks in general, despite not having a striker. Like, why isn't Martinelli getting chances, or Trossard getting chances in this low block, or Marino, or like on a regular basis? I feel like we as a team need to have a higher chance creation against these kind of teams, and then we can go from there. And then if he's at the end of the chances and he's not finishing them, then we can have obviously a thing where it's like, yo, you know what, what's this guy doing? Because I think it's going to be very difficult to find a striker, one player that's just he's just going to be amazing to break low blocks, because again, it's very difficult to do when it's compact. There's like a mid block, a low block, 2 backs of 4, midfield blocking obviously the defense as well. It's very difficult for one player to dribble past everyone and score, or be in the right place, right time all the time. So I think it's going to have to be a collective thing where Mikel Arteta is going to have to figure out a different style, a different tactics, different way of breaking them down, man. To be fair, in the first season, we did it quite well. In the first season, we challenged, under Jesus, but Jesus, as well as Xhaka and all the players that obviously we don't really use prominently. Obviously, Xhaka is left. Jesus is not really in the side prominently, and obviously had knee injury, so he's not quite the same. They were kind of key components to breaking down those low blocks, man. Whereas for me now, I feel like it needs to be a system change. I think we're a bit predictable when it comes to passing out wide, putting balls into the box. Bit too slow and pedestrian in our build-up play too. But that needs to be quickened up a bit as well. So yeah, there's a lot of things we need to sort out tactically, in my opinion. So when a Gyökeres or any kind of striker, because even when you look at someone like an Isak as well, like he's obviously very good at dribbling. It's someone that can drift out to the left and go into obviously the striker position. But even with him, like he can get isolated as well. I've seen a few games for Newcastle where he's been really on the periphery, not really had any kind of impact. I remember the game, even though they won it against West Ham away, he was really on the periphery, didn't really do too much, kind of like marked out the game really. So you're going to have games where even if you get the striker that you want, they're going to be quiet. So you're going to have a system where other players can step up. So yeah, man, I feel that's just as important as getting the striker as well, man. Because again, I don't want to be sitting in a position where we get this guy, but we're not creating chances for him, or we're not having the amount of chances that we will think that's going to land to him because he's not in the right area, or we're not getting the ball to him in the right area quick enough for him to obviously capitalize on. So yeah, there's a lot of things that come with it, man. Definitely. Gyökeres is coming into his prime. He's still 26, 100%, man, 100%. I feel like this phase thing has allowed people to get a bit sensitive when it comes to ages, where if you're not 22 and under, then you're getting old, or 23 and under, you're getting old. It's crazy. But yeah, 26 is a great age, especially for a striker. I think after you turn 25 as a striker, yeah, you're going to into your prime. Yeah, 100%, man. All Arsenal are interested in the striker. I think he's going to United. Gyökeres, Isak definitely is going to Liverpool, no doubt. Yeah, I think if Isak does make a move, listen, if Newcastle get Champions League, I think Isak's going to stay because he'll be back in Champions League, just won a trophy. I think he's gonna stay, man. But in terms of Gyökeres going to United, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, listen, United still got the pool, still obviously one of the biggest clubs in the world. But I just don't know if they can afford him. For one, I don't know if he's gonna want to go and leave Sporting to go to United, no matter where they finish. Because Man United are a bigger club than Sporting, his own manager's there, so that's not going to be a thing. But I don't know if they can afford him, man. And I don't know if they go head to head with Arsenal. I don't think they're going to come out on top because we can offer him Champions League football. We can offer him trying to challenge for the title. Obviously, Man United are a bigger club than we are. But at the minute, it depends what he wants to do. If he wants to go in and challenge for title straight away, like the Premier League title, then he might think, yeah. Or if he doesn't want to wait, because Man United are going to be, listen, they're going to take a few seasons to really get back to where they should be in it. So he might not want to wait that long. He might think, you know what, I want to be playing Champions League straight away now. So yeah, it is a difficult one, man. But we'll see, man. We'll see if United actually go in for him too, and see what they offer, man. Also should offer 100 mil for Gyökeres. Bro, I don't even think he would take that much to sign him. Now, I feel like Sporting to get to a stage where it's like, you know what, we lost our manager. We're pretty happy just to take the money. Because, like I said, I don't know if you were in the chat before. They only bought him for 16 million pounds. It was 20 million euros they bought him for. So what a profit that would be from 16 to 60 would be crazy. Never mind 100. So yeah, crazy. Do you still want Martinelli to start on the left wing next season, sell him and buy a proper one? You know what? One of them has to go in it, Trossard or Martinelli. And the other one, whoever stays, they have to be back up to the new left winger, bro. As a squad player, I'd keep him as a squad player, squad filler, someone that comes in for Carabao Cup games. If the main winger needs a rest or is injured, he can come in for a few games and then drop back out. Someone that can come off the bench and do a few bits and bobs. But yeah, man, I feel like his starting place in the team is finito, finished, man. Done. I think 2 seasons now, he's not been at the level. And yeah, for a team like Arsenal trying to transfer top teams, that's too long, man. That's too long to be out of form. And this is why you got to be watching Odegaard, bro. Because if Odegaard's playing like this next year, again, he's another one where it's like, you know what, we might have to try and upgrade on him. And that sounds crazy because he's the captain. But, bro, these players, none of these players get freebies, man, get a free pass. Do you know what I'm saying? They have to prove their worth season in, season out, especially when you go for top level honors, man. No one gets frees. No one gets buys. Obviously, one season, they're out of form. Cool. But the next season, you better come back firing, bro. I don't want to see you guys falling off, dropping off, not showing the level and standard you once were. Because at the end of the day, there's a plethora of players that we can buy, or even in the squad that we could potentially start ahead of you guys when you're not playing at your best. Okay, from Frankfurt would be good to offer. He would be cheap. He's a really good youngster, and a striker. He's only 22, around 25, 20 to 25 goals and assists. Yeah, I heard him. He's obviously one of the better strikers on the market this season, man. He's really coming to his own. That'll be definitely a striker that maybe if we got another striker to go with said Gyökeres or whoever, That'd be a good, like a little backup one. Because let's be honest, we also need at least 2 strikers. Maybe not this window, but this and the following window, we definitely need 2 strikers, man. Because Jesus is going to get sold. Havertz, you don't know what you're going to do with him. So yeah, we need two proper ones, 100%, man. United might swap Højlund for Osimhen, so I think Gyökeres will go to Arsenal. Yeah, I could see the Højlund to I could see Højlund to going back to Italy. To be fair, back to Napoli. That would be that would be. I could see that happening. To be fair. So yeah, I mean, obviously everyone would be happy then. Everyone would get like their own main striker, innit? I like how you said try to challenge for the title instead of winning titles. LOL. Now listen, brother. I can't say try to do anything, man. Sorry, I can't say winning anything in it because at the end of the day, we ain't won anything. So I gotta say try. And that's just me being honest, bro. Like I'm not deluded in it. Like until we win one, then I can say, yeah, winning titles. You get me? Like whoever goes to Liverpool can say, yeah, I've gone to Liverpool because I want to win stuff because they would have won the title. So yeah, man, you gotta be real here, bro. That's what we get here on T-Channel Sports. The realness. Big up, mate. Hope you are. Big up, Chris, brother. Hope you're well, my man. Hope you are well. We really like to sign Osimhen more than Gyökeres. Yeah, Osimhen seems to be the one that I've been seeing linked to Man United the most. Like potential like swap deals. Even like you trying to buy him and then you offering like Højlund on loan or something. Like some kind of deal where you offer one of your players either on a permanent or a swap or a loan. I've seen quite a lot of reports saying that guys might do that. But yeah, you guys definitely need a striker. Arsenal need a striker. But then if you guys get Osimhen and we get Gyökeres, where does that leave Chelsea? Because Chelsea definitely need a striker in the summer as well. And this is what I'm saying, man. This has to be the time where all of our teams get a striker because there's so many teams looking for one. Once you don't go into the market and go quick, then, bro, the market dries up for strikers 100%. Definitely a striker you should be targeting, not no scrubs. 100% agree. Agreed. You need 2 strikers. Yeah, we do, man. At least 2. I know we're not going to get 2 in one window, man, especially when we've got other areas to obviously sort out. But it's very, very key that we get at least 1 striker and a 1 attacking forward, man, whether it's left, right, someone that can play both, whatever it is. That is very, very imperative because if we don't get that, then you look at another season with Martinelli or Trossard on the left, potentially a striker. If that striker gets injured, then we're back to playing Havertz. So it's basically the same front line we've had for the last 2 years. This is what I don't want. We need 2 players in there. So at least even if one's injured or suspended or rested, we still have a bit of a different dynamic than we have had for the last 2 seasons, in my opinion, man. Arteta just signed Havertz for the sake of it. You don't know how to use him to this day. Yeah, I feel like with the Havertz thing, man, he tries to make something. For me, yeah, I don't know, man. Listen, I'm not going to sit here and act like he's been a bad player because he hasn't, to be fair. He's been better than I thought he'd be. And he was actually really good towards the end of last season. That running, he was actually really good. But ultimately, we're going to have to replace. This is what I was trying to explain in a couple of streams ago. Like, ultimately, we're going to have to replace him with someone in the starting lineup. You know what I'm saying? Whether if Gyökeres, we signed Gyökeres for 6-7 mil. He's starting quite a lot of games. And if he doesn't start, then a lot of fans are going to be like, why have we signed a striker to improve us and he's not starting games? Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's going to start every game. There probably will be games where Havertz just come in and play if the style suits him, his playing style a bit better. But yeah, I just feel like what's going to happen is if we do sign, whatever striker we sign, when that striker is starting, Havertz is still going to start in midfield in that 8. I feel like he's going to be Havertz, Rice, Odegaard, potentially Zubimendi coming in and out if we get him. And then, yeah, whoever we've got up front is going to be up front, which I don't think is going to work because I really like Havertz in midfield for Arsenal. Yeah, Chelsea need Nkunku. He's so bad, waste of money. Yeah, man, they're playing. You know what it is with Chelsea? They've just bought too many players in the same position, too many styles. They've got, obviously, João Felix on loan at AC Milan at the minute. He's a number 10. Nkunku's a number 10. Palmer's a number 10. That's 3 number 10s in the area. Even Dewsbury Hall's want more of a number 10. Bro, that's 4 number 10s at the top of my head in the squad that all want to play one position and they all can't play at the same time, man. Yeah, Chelsea need to get rid of Nkunku, wasting money. Chelsea just wastes money. Like, bro, why did you buy? This is what I'm saying. Why did you buy Nkunku and João Felix? But this is what I'm saying, man. I feel like because they were buying players with different managers, it was just a bit of a melee, a bit of a mesh. And now what you've got is a bunch of different players with different managers at the end of them. And you're thinking, why have you got, like you said, João Felix? Why have you got Nkunku? Obviously, they bought Modric. I don't know what's happened with him. They've got Sancho. What's going to happen with him? And it's a very vicious cycle, because what ends up happening is that they end up having to replace the same players like season in, season out. So they're going to have to get Sterling back and sell him obviously next season, because he's going back from loan from Arsenal. They've got to buy Sancho, but people are not happy with him already. Pedro Neto doesn't score enough goals, so people are like, his Emperor needs to improve, and they've just bought him. So yeah, Modric they've only bought a season and a half, 2 seasons. So yeah, there's a lot of players that Chelsea need to get rid of already. Like Juicy Hall doesn't really have a future there. He doesn't really start. He needs to go to another team, and they've just bought him. So yeah, it's not looking great. Still don't know why Arteta signed Havertz. Yeah, man, I think it was an ego thing, bro. No one really called for it. No Arsenal fans wanted to sign him. It wasn't a play that we were looking at. And yeah, we tried to play him in that left 8. Didn't work. He's tried to salvage his career at Arsenal, playing him in the 9, which I feel like he's all right at. But for me, the problem is just the money we've paid for him and the wages he's on. If he was a second striker on 150 grand a week and we paid 35 mil, then cool. Even if we paid 65 mil for him, but he was on 135, 140, 170, cool. But it's the fact that he's the highest paid player at the club. He's on like nearly 300 grand. This is not sustainable. He can't be on the bench for the foreseeable. We've got to sell him. Well, we're gonna have to sell him, bro. This is what I'm trying to say. We're just prolonging the inevitable. We're gonna have to sell him at some stage. There's no way this guy can be on 300 grand a week and not be a starter. Or we're gonna have to start him in a position. He's gonna have to work. But in the 8, he don't work there, man, because he doesn't help build up play. He's more of a box crasher. But you don't need to. You're gonna have a striker and a box crasher in the same obviously team. But then it relies heavily on the right-handed side, for them to be building up all the possession play, all the build-up play, all the creativity. And it's a lot of pressure on Odegaard, Saka, Ben White, or whoever on that side. Whereas the left side, they don't really offer anything going forward, man. So yeah, for me, it's one of those ones where eventually we're going to have to sell him, whether it's this season, next season, or whatever. Especially if we get someone like a Gyökeres, because he's going to be taking his place. How about you just give Chelsea Havertz back? Chelsea just sabotage other teams. They just give out trash. Yeah, I don't think they'd even take him back. That's the thing. I don't think the fans would even want him back, man. Do you think we can land both Gyökeres and Cunha? Oh, that's a very good question. Big up, Godfrey, for that. You know what? Potentially, because remember as well, Berta did sign Cunha for Atletico Madrid, so he will know his agent. This is the positive when you have someone experienced, not Edu. This is what happens when you have someone experienced that has contacts with other players' agents. He's already signed for other teams. This is what happens. So then now your job is a little bit easier when you want to sign a player from the current team you're at, that he already knows who probably Cunha's agent is. He probably already has had dialect with Cunha himself to obviously get him to sign for Atletico Madrid. So you've already got a relationship there. So it makes it a lot easier when you're trying to sell a project or sell these kind of players to your current project, saying, look what I did for you when you came to Atletico Madrid. You got then got a big move to the Premier League, and now you're one of the best teams in the Premier League. That's probably what he was saying to him. And now we can get you here for X amount of price. Do you think we can buy them both? There's potential. And this is what I mean. Now, before I would say no, Mikel Arteta wants Nico Williams, but now Bert is involved. He might have a bit more sway and say, you know what, Nico Williams is not decided. You can get Cunha here for the same price, and he's prem proven, and he can slot in, play multiple positions. You can cover Odegaard at the 10 if you want. You can play out wide. You can play the false 9 if you really want to. So now you've got 2 striking options as well as getting him and Gyökeres. I think that would be a two good signings, to be fair. I think it would be. The only thing about Cunha I'm a bit worried about is his discipline, because he's got sent off a few times this season. And not only that, I'm a bit worried that he might have that inferiority complex when it comes to a big team. I don't know if he's got the minerals to be at a big team and be the best player. Obviously, he's a big fish, small pond. And that's the only worry when you buy these players that are at small, lower level teams, that can they make the jump? Some players do and are amazing. Some players, they make the jump to a big team and they're just like fish out of water. They can't really cope with it. They're just like, what's going on? All this pressure on me every single week. I'm not used to it. I'm used to dropping stinkers for 4 weeks out of 7, but the 3 weeks that I highlighted, I get man of the match performances, and I'm on match of the day and all these platforms, and everything thinks I'm amazing. So yeah, that's the only real issue I have with him. I'm a bit worried, but apart from that, yeah, I think he's a very quality player, and he's added a lot of goals to his game this last season, the season before, and playing for a team like Wolves, who are not notoriously known to win games and score a lot of goals. You've got to big them up, innit? Chelsea scammed Arsenal. Big up A, B. Arsenal need to sell Martinelli, then buy a good winger. left winger, sorry, then you can have a left winger new signing, Gyökeres, Saka right wing, but Arsenal need new midfielders. Also have some work to do in the summer transfer window. This is my issue, bro. This is why I'm saying we can't get eased out, man. There's just no point even entertaining it because we've just got too much other stuff to do. And for me, it's more important to strengthen the other areas than leave us short in one or two just because we've got a striker. Because there's no point having a striker when we ain't got good midfielders, man, to win the midfield battle. And then Isak's isolated on his own. Do you know what I mean? And not getting chances anyway, man. You need a nice little balance. So you might have to sacrifice, get Gyökeres, who's not as good as Isak, but can still provide it and do a decent job. And it's probably better than Havertz as a goal scoring wise. Then you can strengthen the midfield, get Zubimendi in if you want to, get someone else in if you want to. And then, yeah, well, for me, we just need a fresh identity of the team. I feel like it's got a bit stale. The fact that we didn't get any first teamers this season in the summer, I feel like the team's got a bit stale and a lot of fans want a bit of change. This is why people are saying, you know what, let Partey go, let Jorginho go, get some fresh players in and go from there, get a fresh winger in to replace Martinelli, Trossard. We're sick of seeing them. Get a fresh striker in because we're sick of seeing obviously Havertz and Jesus all the time. So yeah, I feel like that's the key thing, man. Like even sell Sterling. Obviously, Sterling's on loan, so we're not have to sell him. He's going to go back to Chelsea regardless. And we haven't done anything. Also, Jesus, yeah, he needs to be sold too, but obviously he's injured at the minute. He's probably going to come back November, December time after his ACL. Normally takes about 10 to 11 months in it, something like that. So yeah, but yeah, I'm pretty sure you'll probably get sold next summer now as well, man, because he's on a lot of money as well, 265 grand a week. But your defense is good. Defense is wicked, bro. I'm happy with the defense. I'm happy with the keeper. Obviously, we need a backup keeper to go with Raya. But I'm happy with it, man. Defense is sick. Gabriel, Saliba, like you said, Lewis Skelly, Timber, Ben White as well, someone that's been slept on, been injured the majority of the season. He's a quality defender as well. So yeah, I feel like Calafiori's got potential, not a left back, more as a centre back, but obviously I'm happy with him. So yeah, we've got options there, bro. We have got options there. So for me, our defense is cool. It's just the rest of the team, man. But yeah, big up everyone tuning in, man. I'm going to obviously leave it there. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel. Obviously, in about 10 minutes, I'm going to drop a pre-record video of me talking about Andrea Berta and what kind of difference that's going to make. So make sure you guys tune in for that, man. But big up everyone tuning in, man. Make sure you guys like the video if you've not already and subscribe to the channel if you've not already as well, man. I appreciate all you guys in here. Yeah, it's been a really good, like, quick little pre-record. I might have to do these every single week or do one a day or something like that. Just if there's any like football news and stuff like that, you guys let me know in the comments if that's what you want to see, a bit more content from me. But yeah, I really enjoyed it, man. Nice talking to you guys. And hopefully I'll see you guys soon, man. Tomorrow, I'll see the Arsenal game, doing a watch along for that. So make sure you guys tune in for that, man. You got the best defense in the league without a doubt. I wish City had these defenses. Yeah, big yourself up, brother. Yes, sir. See ya. Yes, please. Love your content. Big up, brother. I appreciate you, man. And yeah, man, I'll definitely have to do some more every day to interact with you guys and keep the channel active for sure. But yeah, big up everyone tuning in. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Like I always say, don't hate the player, hate the game. And until next time, I am out, people. Peace.